Yesterday, I flew to here, Romania, Bucharest. I don't even know if you would say yesterday, but yesterday I did. I had a 12-hour flight, and you can't fly directly to Bucharest from DTW. Some of y'all might have seen the vlog video that I dropped over in on the Anton Daniels channel about me. I was talking in the airport and then I was catching my flight. So you got to catch a 7.5 hour flight, 7.5 hour flight over to Frankfurt. And then you have to take a 3.5 hour flight from Frankfurt to Bucharest. All right. And so my layover time was like an hour and 45 minutes, maybe an hour and 30 minutes. So the first thing that I learned was I need longer layover times when you're flying overseas, because usually I'll find something that I can do direct. I usually have never have a layover in another country, but we wind up having a layover in another country. This is the first time I've ever had a layover in another country. So I need longer layover times because of what I realize is that over in Frankfurt, Germany, they are very slow. They have the technology, they have the automatic, where you go and scan international travelers to get into places if you're from these particular countries and you got this type of passport or whatever, but they are incredibly slow. You would not believe the amount of people that probably lost their flights or missed their flights because they didn't have a longer layover time. So what I've learned is to have at least a 3 hour layover time anytime you have to stop over in another country. In my mind, I'm thinking, because I'm a bag chaser. What up to everybody in here? Shout out to P Shank. I'm gonna be reading y'all super chat shortly. In my mind, because I'm a bag chaser, I'm thinking to myself, I can't wait to only exclusively fly private when I have to go somewhere. Because man, I'm telling you, as much as because I had a Delta One, so we was laying on a plane and all of that. And as much as I'm cool with flying commercial and all of that, it's always another level. It's always another level to convenience. Can I afford to fly private? Sometimes it makes sense. Most times it doesn't financially. When it comes to my convenience and not having to deal with certain things and all of that, listen, that's my new goal. That is my new goal. My new goal, and this should be motivation to people. The new goal should always be to be better than you was before, and to be able to get more of your time back. Once you get to a certain level in life, your goal is to buy your time back. Is to make sure that you can make things more streamlined, more convenient, all of that. It's just to buy your time back. And so whether I gotta charter them as far as lease them out, and then eventually you get to the point to where maybe you can buy one yourself. Listen, that's the goal. My goal is within the next 10 years to be able to only exclusively fly private. Honest to God, because the possibility of missing your flight. Thank God, Rita walks over. We always send Rita. Me and Leslie, we always send Rita to go and be the bulldog and go and get to the people because she knows how to talk to people in order to get them to do what she want to do with her femininity. Rita goes over, talks to some guy in a gray tie. They say, talk to the guy in a gray tie. He wasn't even trying to hear me. He was just like, yeah, that's nice. You ain't really got no titties on you. Cool. I said, okay, well then let me go ahead and send Rita. Rita's looking all nice. She, you know what I'm saying? She doing what she do. I unzip that sweater just a teeny bit. Rita, go talk to him. Next thing you know, we getting right through. He take us right to the front of the line, and we can go and we can get our passports. You know what I'm saying? They go and look at our passports. That process is slow. Go over to the security. That process is slow. And then we wind up getting on our flight, the second flight, the smaller flight, to get over here to Bucharest, Germany. And it's beautiful over here. It's absolutely gorgeous over here. It is a little, what's the word that I would use? It's got an edge to it. It's like Paris with an edge. Now, Paris itself ain't all of that great itself either. But here, I'll show y'all what I look at outside of my window. So this is what outside my window look like. All right. So that's outside of my window. It's gorgeous. It's beautiful. I was out and about in the streets last night and all of that. So it was pretty cool. It's a great place to be. I went to a restaurant, experienced some stuff, went and shopped and all of that. So my view is gorgeous. Everything is great. Everything is absolutely awesome here, but It's a little bit of a language barrier, but it's dope. It's gorgeous. This place is absolutely dope. If y'all have never been to Bucharest, you should. I talked to a lot of people. They gave me a lot of insight. They told me about all of the foreign investment that's coming here. They told me about the infrastructure problems that they're having with all of the people moving here. It's over 3 million people here officially, but unofficially, they saying it's over 6 million people here. So it's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot going on. But it's a great experience. It's an awesome place. Let me see what this is saying. It's a great experience. It's an awesome place. But I also will tell you this, because my flight, and the reason I told y'all the backstory about the flight is because my layover was so small in between airports when I flew into Frankfurt, Germany, I ain't got no luggage. The only things I had with me is everything that I can fit in my backpack. Thank God I always keep a travel pack with me. So I keep toothbrushes, I keep deodorant, I keep lotion, I keep my computers inside of my backpack, my iPads and all of that type of stuff. And I keep some drawers with me and some new wife beaters. That's it. Thank God that we all keep something in us, but they're literally on their way to deliver our luggage because they couldn't get the luggage from the other airplane, from the Delta airplane, onto the other airplane. And so now my luggage is just now starting to be on its way and it should be here within an hour. But again, got to keep that travel pack with me. And I keep this travel pack with me in every single place that I go. Like, it doesn't matter. It's always in my book bag. I keep toothbrush, toothpaste, deodorant, lotion, all of that stuff in a travel pack. And I got to keep some drawers and a wife beater and you good. Long as you keep some drawers and a wife beater and that travel pack, you should be all right. So I'm operating with no luggage, no nothing. So yeah, that's the survival kit. That is the survival kit. And if you got money, you can buy everything else that you need whenever you get there. So yeah, man, I'm suffering. But last part of this story. So I'm 7 hours ahead of y'all. So here is whatever it is. So if it's 10:05. 4:42 here. 4:42 p.m. here is 9:42 a.m. Eastern back home. So what I usually do is I keep one phone that has the time back home and then I keep another phone that has the time here. And then you know what I'm saying, I'm always aware of what's happening back home and what obligations I got to take care of versus what's happening here and how I can truly enjoy the city. But I'll take a nap. I hadn't slept in 2 days because I had pre-recorded the show. I'm getting stuff taken care of. I'm on top of it, whatever. I take a nap. Um, Rita falls asleep too. Next thing you know, she waking me up. Anton, Anton, Anton. I said, what? What's wrong? I think you missing the show. So then I missed after hours last night. Oh my God. I was so brokenhearted because I missed after hours. And let me tell y'all how you know that you loved. Let me tell you how you know that you loved. I know that I'm loved because everybody, and when I say everybody was calling my phone and hitting me up. My phone goes on sleep mode after a certain time, depending on what day of the week it is. So everybody was hitting me up and was like, "Hey man, are you all right? You okay? People worried about you. Oh my God, I can't believe it." And it's because people know that I don't miss. They know that I felt bad not only for missing, but I felt bad because it felt like I put people in a bad space because I didn't let them know what was going on ahead of time. So I woke up late for after hours. I said, all right, let me send all of these text messages. I love y'all. Y'all are the greatest group. That's why I love my chasers. Let me give a round of applause for the chasers real quick. I love my chasers. I love my bag chasers. I love the people that hold me down. I would never, ever in my life ever call anybody a fan because y'all are friends. If y'all not a part of the Patreon, let me tell you that the Patreon is a group of people that love you and go in the direction that you're going in. We help each we don't just talk about money. We don't just get to the money. We don't just show receipts. We don't just give game insight, wisdom, and understanding. We also love each other. And so the Discord was up, moderators was hitting me up. Of course, Mika and all of them was hitting me up like, what is going on? What is you doing? Is everything okay? So, I was looking at the comments after I posted the update and was saying that, yo, I missed. It's my mistake. I gotta own it. And people was like, oh man, I'm so glad that you getting rest. Thank goodness you finally slept. Hey, don't that's one thing that y'all ain't never gotta pray for me on. Don't never pray for me to miss in order to be able to get my rest. Help me to modify my schedule, maybe slow down, add some things out. Pray for me to get additional workers, help, the right people around me, but don't ever pray for me to miss. I don't miss under any circumstances. I don't care. All right. So yeah, now that we got a little bit of rest in, now we back. So you can expect for the next 3 years for me not to ever miss again. So in that vein, I will be telling y'all that we will be doing a makeup show. I understand if it's a little off schedule or whatever, but we will be doing after hours tonight, and then I'm going to be doing after hours hopefully the next day. But we will be doing a makeup after hours, so we don't want no gaps in between what we doing. We don't take off. We don't do none of that. So I'll keep y'all up to date on what's happening with after hours. But ladies and gentlemen, that is my experience over the last day or so here in Romani, Bucharest, flying experiencing the city. It's beautiful here, and then missing after hours. So I do take ownership and responsibility for missing. Please forgive me. I know that this is what y'all was expecting. And let me tell you something else that really bothered me. That really bothered me. That I was so angry, I had to just take a walk. What bothered me with missing the most is that I gave any competition that would stream at the time that I would stream some visibility. Because in my mind, I think, well, listen, if people aren't seeing me, what else are they seeing? And that bothered me. That bothered me. I said, they probably got some more visibility. This person probably got some more visibility. My competition probably was able to stream without no problems, and they was probably happy that I missed. I am one of the most competitive people that I've ever I've never met anybody that's more competitive than me. I'm sorry. Forget the rest. I was looking like they probably thought that they came up. They probably thought that they did a good job. It's just because I wasn't on. It's only because I wasn't on at the time. Take your Merry Christmas, Happy Kwanzaa, but now the pressure is on. Now I'm pissed off. Now I'm pissed off. You thought that anybody thought that they got a leg up last night because I wasn't streaming. It's on. Now I'm going 10 times harder.